Hi, good evening from the Meadow and Armagh Road on yet another lovely summer's day. The paddling pool's still sitting out the back, not pumped up, but on the positive side, I got the hair done. So thanks to Barney in Carmel's down at Main Attraction at Whitegates, finally got my hair cut. So good to have that done. I'm going to start off basically by talking about the community centre because as all of the restrictions are being eased, a lot of businesses and a lot of services are reopening under some restrictions. But at the minute, our community centre is not open. So I know that the community centres, I think in England, have opened, but we have yet to receive any guidance from the executive on when we can open. There'll obviously have to be a COVID risk assessment, and there'll most likely be a phased return of opening. And obviously then there will also be restrictions in place. So as of today, our centre still isn't open, but we will keep you posted. On a positive note, we did have the Fitness for Kids programme this morning. We thought we were going to have to postpone that because of the atrocious weather last night and early this morning. But I believe that it went on ahead and that the kids had a fantastic morning, and it's going to run over the rest of the week. So let's keep our fingers crossed for better weather. I want to talk about now some issues that we've been having in and around the Meadow, and I hate having to talk about negativity or negative things, but it's a fact of life, and these things need to be addressed and talked about. So we've had some issues, particularly around the Meadow area, over the last number of weeks. The most recent being our sign in support of the NHS on Clanrye Avenue was damaged on Saturday night. Some lovely citizen decided to put a lighter to it. You know, it may seem trivial to some people or younger people, or I don't know, people just who have no anything about them, but you know, that sign was to support our NHS workers who have absolutely been worked into the ground during this pandemic, and to me, that's just it's just an absolute attack on our NHS workers and on our community as well, because people were delighted to see that sign going up, and somebody thought that it would be a good idea to set light to that on Saturday night. So that wasn't the only incident on Saturday night. We also unfortunately had a couple of attempted break-ins on Saturday night as well in the Slieve Gullion Road area, and a couple of houses, at least two that I know of. An individual, probably around midnight or shortly after, put his leg over a low fence and walked across the gardens and tried to open the front doors of these premises. Now, unbeknownst to that person, one of these properties has CCTV, so that has been captured and that has been sent off to the police. But it was a very unpleasant experience for the two families that had to go through that, that you can't feel safe in your own home. As well as that, over the last number of weeks, we've had in the Helen's Terrace area in particular, a number of incidents where there have been cars damaged, wing mirrors kicked off or knocked off, scrapes on cars. A couple of wheelie bins were set on fire the other night. I believe someone's patio furniture was removed and burned at the bottom of Sandy's Field. Now, the fires on the bottom of Sandy's Field, that's been an ongoing thing for quite a long time. I myself have had to call the fire service out a number of times, and especially after the weekends, I've had to call the council to clear up the broken glass and the debris of what's been left from the night before. So Helen's Terrace is such a quiet place. It's a row of houses that leads down onto Clanrye Park, and you know, it's my understanding that a lot of this damage is done by people who frequent that park to drink, or by other groups who use the park as a walkway between the Meadow and Derrybeg and the head up Sandy's Field. Now, no one is criticising any young people for going out for a night and enjoying themselves and coming home and singing or doing whatever. But you know what? When it comes to damaging people's property, it's not on. It's not on. And those people in Helen's Terrace are out working hard for the things that they have, you know, for their homes, for their, you know, furniture for their gardens and all the rest of it. And these idiots are, I can think of stronger words, but these idiots, you know, just think nothing of coming along and, you know, setting light to things. And, you know, even to buy a bin is probably about 80 quid. You know, they set 3 bins on fire. So to say that people are feeling a wee bit fed up is an understatement. And it needs to be addressed. So we'll be talking to the PCSP and the PSNI to see what we can do to try and deter this behaviour. Now, one of the things that we can do, and I have spoken about it a few times, we tried to get it up and going last year, was the Neighbourhood Watch scheme. Now, last year, during the spate of break-ins that we had across the Meadow and Armagh Road, we tried to get this scheme up and going. We started a WhatsApp group, which was very successful. And I think it's like everything, when everything's happening and these burglaries are happening, etc., you know, everybody's focused and interested. And then as time went on and things sort of settled down, the interest waned a bit. But it's my hope that we can get our proper Neighbourhood Watch scheme up and going over the next number of weeks and be proactive instead of reactive. So if we can get this all set up before September, before the darker evenings start coming in. Now, last year, a group of us, there were only maybe 5 of us, did do neighbourhood walks, community walks, where a couple of us would go out in pairs, across the evenings, just have a wee dander about. And especially our older, more vulnerable people felt really reassured to see us out with our high-vis jackets, just having a wee walk around, making sure that, you know, everything was as it should be. So basically, the Neighbourhood Watch, we need a person for, at least one person for every street across the Meadow and Armagh Road. Now, thankfully, our food bank volunteers have stepped up to help us with this. So we have a few people lined up already, but we really, really could do with your help, especially coming into these winter months. And the more people that we have, a pool of people, it just means that everything is not left to the one set of people. And it's, you know, it's supporting your community. I think we have a wee video, Johnny Franks, he's already up and running with the Neighbourhood Watch. He got up and sorted. So I'll let you listen to what Johnny says on how easy it is and what it entails.
Helena, as you know yourself, there's a few break-ins up here around this time last year in the Meadow and Armagh Road. So I decided myself to maybe start up a community watch because people up here, they were afraid in their own homes. So the way I done it, you fill in a wee bit of paperwork, and I went round door to door. There's 74 houses in College Gardens. I went round door to door and got people's signatures, because you need, I think it's 70% of the people in your area to back you, but there was no problem up our area. And then I think there's a small police check. You need to get vetted, and then the police, when you're vetted, the police pass the information on to the PCSP, and then they send you out the relevant details saying that you're a community watch group, and then your signs are put up in the street. But that's the way I thought was the easiest, just going door to door. There's all different ways you can do it, but once you get the people's signatures, I think that was quite ample. All right.
So thanks for that, Johnny. Now, Johnny went ahead and got himself sorted out, but as a group, we will do that together. And if anyone has any interest in helping us out with this, we would really, really appreciate it, because, you know, we're all good at sitting at home and giving out and saying, you know, something should be done, something should be done. But, you know, sometimes it's us that has to step up as a community to support the people who live in our own community. And by no means is this any type of a vigilante group. There are very strict protocols and procedures and regulations that we will be adhering to, and we'll be working as a group. And I think that you'll agree that the more people that we can have a proper rota over the winter months in each street where people are going out, and we can work closely with the police and the PCSP and see what we can do to support each other to try and get some of the antisocial problems sorted in our area, especially going into these darker nights now as well. So I'm sorry that was a bit of a negative and heavy section there, but this last couple of weeks hasn't been easy for a lot of people around the area, and it does need to be addressed. And I know that it is not only in the Meadow and Armagh Road that these issues are happening, it's all over the town. So the neighbourhood watch schemes, I think, are a good starting point for us to address this. So now we're going to move on to a more pleasant section, the anniversaries and birthdays this week. So we have a couple of anniversaries and we have a few birthdays. So first of all, we would like to say happy anniversary to Rosemary and Kieran O'Hare. They had an anniversary this week, and Rosemary's originally from Killeavy Road. Her mum is still there. So happy anniversary to you two, Rosemary and Kieran, and wishing you many more happy years together. I see that's a Zimmer frame. Is that Kieran's present, Rosemary? And then we have, I'm sick looking at this man, if it's birthdays and anniversaries. There's Jerry McDonald, who was 60 last week, and now it's him, and it's Maureen and Jerry's wedding anniversary this week as well. So happy anniversary to you two. I hope you had a lovely day, and wishing you many more of them. And then we have birthdays. So we have Paul, or Wally McLaughlin, as everyone knows him there, Stanton Triumphant. It was his birthday this week as well, from Killeavy Road. And then we have, who we got next? Yes, Helen McCamley. Helen, happy birthday to you. I think we share a birthday, 25th of July. Yes, it was my birthday at the weekend as well. Helen, happy birthday to you. Hope you had a lovely day. And then we have Joanne Jennings, lovely Joanne from Slieve Gullion Road. Happy birthday to you, Joanne. I know that you had a birthday this week as well. And then Adele Farrell, you also had a birthday. Adele and Helen are neighbours, so you both had birthdays this week. So happy birthday, Adele. I hope you had a lovely day as well. And then we have Rosie Kearns. Rosie is my stepmom, and it's Rosie's birthday this week. And so happy birthday to you, Rosie. And there's my wee daddy with her. That was taken a few years ago. But happy birthday to you, Rosie, and I hope you have a lovely day tomorrow. Many happy returns to you. And I'm going to finish off by two things. So we were talking about a little community memorial garden, so something just really very small, and we had asked for some suggestions of where it could be. Now, we were actually thinking on the entrance down into the White Gates Centre, where our community centre is. On the right hand side there, coming from Killeavy Road, there's a patch of grass, and we were thinking that actually might be a nice place, because it's between the two. It's between the Armagh Road and the Meadow, and it's also on the walkway in towards our centre as well. And we're thinking of that's just sort of an idea, but we're probably thinking more of a very small raised area that will have maybe a plaque in honour of all of the past residents of the Meadow and Armagh Road. And another thing that I wanted to launch, another thing as well, the uniform the uniform swap. That's still ongoing. That'll be going on for another week or two. And that's, you can leave uniforms into the community centre on a Wednesday between 6 and 7, and on a Saturday between 11 and 12. Or you can message the page and we will come and pick uniforms up if that's the case. The other thing that I wanted to launch for next week, you know, the weeks ahead, is nominating a hero of the week. So just for a shout out, and you can send in why you're nominating this person. So it can be for something that's quite serious, and maybe somebody's done something really, really special. It can be something funny. It can just be whatever. If you would like to nominate your hero of the week, it can be sarcastic. It can be if you have a husband who's never made you a cup of tea before and he made you a cup of tea 2 days in a row, he could be your hero, or a wife, but it can be anything. So, or it can be one of your children. It could be somebody that's, you know, coming through adversity. It can be someone that's, you know, been doing a good turn for someone else. Anything at all, serious, funny, whatever. Send in a private message to the page, or private message me on my Facebook, Helena Young, and I'll read them out. I'll read them out over the next couple of weeks. But I think that you know, some people do things and they need some recognition. It's a thank you and just a shout out as well. So if you would like to do that, that would be great. So we're launching, I'll put it up on the Facebook page, Hero of the Week, and I'll read a couple of them out on the wee report every Monday night. So with that, that's me, done and dusted. Still praying for sun so I can get this swimming pool up, but at least I got the haircut. And stay safe, everybody, and I will talk to you all next week. So take care.